Launching void vessel exploration operation.
Descendant, VV-072, was a scientific research vessel constructed by the ancestors. The ship was named the Bastion of Eternity. I do not know how this ship ended up adrift in the void abyss, but we can only assume that the ancestors possessed interstellar navigation technology. There was something else that required urgent analysis. The core objective of the ancestors' research on the Bastion of Eternity. This was presumably a way to create the Colossi. The fellow you and Keelan found was not the end goal of the ancestors. The fellow is merely a byproduct of their work on the technology to construct the Colossi. According to the research data you have secured, the ancestors were developing a technology that uses RK as a raw material to separate mind from body, then implants that RK in a mechanical body of considerable power. If, for some reason, all ancestors were transformed into Colossi because of this research, it explains why there are no signs of the ancestors on the Bastion of Eternity now. This research could also be the reason why you could not find any traces of Aisha's squad. The technology to construct Colossi. What could be more tempting to the Vulgus? That must be why the Vulgus continue to search for this. The key technology needed to construct the Colossi, and the records of that research. I have yet to discover any evidence that the ancestors' research was successful, so this is only a theory. I hope that it does not turn out to be correct. Descendant, please report these discoveries to HQ. They require HQ's careful consideration.
This is an important operation. I have examined the conversation with the guide that you uploaded to the command console. So the ancestors researched the construction of the Colossi, and the Vulgus are looking for that research data. I find this difficult to accept, but we have data that supports the guide's hypothesis. Inez extracted this voice file after filtering out the interference caused by void energy.
Ajax! Ajax!
We analyzed the wavelength of the voice and found that it matched the sounds emitted by the Colossi. There has never been a single reported case of a Colossus speaking a human language. We are even more confused now that we have heard the guide's hypothesis, but HQ will not automatically assume Aisha's squad is deceased. Instead, we're increasing our efforts to find a way to rescue them. It's entirely possible that they left the Bastion of Eternity and are still alive elsewhere. For now, the report and data will be placed on the agenda for an emergency meeting at HQ. I will contact you when the meeting is concluded. Thank you for your efforts with this difficult operation, Descendant.
Do you have a minute? If you have something to say, let's talk. I've read and reread the records from the Bastion of Eternity. I must have gone over them dozens of times. But what I read was so unbelievable. What the hell happened to them? I wondered if my prolonged exposure to the energy of the Void Abyss was causing me to hallucinate. That's the only answer I could come up with. I've had experiences in the Void Abyss so vivid that I couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't. But we have no conclusive evidence that Aisha and her squad are dead. As Nell said, it's possible they're still alive, somewhere. And even if something happened to her squad, I believe Aisha is still alive at least. No additional evidence has been found. There is no record of mutation. And I'll never give up on rescuing her. I'll find her, no matter the cost. I know it took a lot of hard work and dedication on your part to acquire this information. Thank you for that, and also for what it means to me, personally. I may not be able to leave right away, but once we've found all of the Iron Hearts, I'll go to the Void Abyss. I will never give up hope. But until the right time presents itself, I'll focus on finding the Ironhearts. Thank you, Descendant. I won't forget this.
Descendant, well done. Since the operation is finished, can we talk for a second? Great! You're here! I just wanted to let you know that you did good. When we began this operation, I thought we probably needed to maybe be a little more careful than normal. But as things progressed, I realized we were actually in for a real challenge. Without your help, we would have never got through this. Thank you, Descendant. I really wish I could have been there. It's a real shame. Anyway, Descendant, would you like to join our unit? We could really use someone as capable as you. I'll treat you really, really well. Just think about it, okay?
If I were you, I'd think about the offer.
Keelan, it's times like these that we need to recruit a competent Descendant. We're already short-staffed. We won't have another opportunity like this for a long time.
She's been like this ever since she completed her Hound training. She tries to recruit anyone who looks promising to make up for our lack of troops.
Who was it that came up to you when you were brooding in a corner? Everyone I've recruited is doing just fine, right?
Yeah, that's why I said I like them. They don't get in the way, and they can hold their own.
Then shouldn't you put more effort into trying to recruit them?
I'll think about it.
Ugh, always with the attitude. Anyway, good job, Descendant.
Yeah, good work. See you later.
recordings are rapidly being lost, along with the Colossus. I will try to collect the voice data before it disappears. We will need to examine the Colossus sample. I am analyzing the sample of the Colossus I collected. I detect RK energy, as expected. But it seems this Colossus holds a more complex secret. My ancestor database does not include any reference to Colossi that react to RK energy. This means that this Colossus was either never discovered and therefore not recorded, or it is a completely evolved new type of Colossi. I need you to forward this data to HQ, Descendant. This Colossus requires further analysis.
Idiots! How dare you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill every one of you! Don't touch that! It's valuable data! The data! Priceless! It hurts! It hurts! You idiots! It's all because of you! All because of you! Starving. I'm starving to death. It's all your fault. No. I didn't do anything wrong. It's not me. So, don't bring it any further. You. Yes. You.
Do you need information?
Descendant, I have reviewed your conversation through the command console. To be honest, this is a nightmare. I think the data analyzed by the guide and her opinion on it are valid, and Alpha agrees. However, we are not at the stage where we can be certain of anything based on data analysis alone. We have neither the technology nor knowledge to test this hypothesis at this time, so we will keep the information classified. We shouldn't cause people to panic through unconfirmed information. Descendant, I know this is a big ask, but we need more information about these colossi. Seneca is also investigating this matter. He may have found something within the collected data. Please check in with him.
Welcome, Descendant. Your performance in the Intercept battle was very impressive. Thanks to you, we were able to gather quite a lot of data. The recorded voices in particular have challenged everything we've ever known about the Colossi. I've done a detailed analysis of the voice data, and the results are more surprising than I could have ever expected. The source of this voice is clearly the Colossus's vocal mechanism, but the wavelength matches that of a human voice. In other words, the Colossus is speaking a human language. HQ has requested that the results of the analysis be classified for the time being. Now, I understand why. I was as shocked as anyone would be considering the circumstances. Nothing good can come from disclosing this kind of information. Now that Ingris's location has been revealed, it's likely that we'll see more Colossi emerge from the Abyss in the future. If that's the case, I'd like you to intercept them. You should be able to gather more voice data through intercept battles against Colossi from the Abyss. I'm going to do some research into why this is happening.